How's it going? It's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks since I posted my last video, I think. Um, been pretty busy with stuff. Haven't had a chance to do any recordings, but I have been keeping up with the trades overnight at least. I think in the last one, I think I said I was in the red. I think I lost 2 trades, my first 2 trades of the month. And I believe I also went over a third trade that I was entering, or I was already entered in. Um, Update for that one, I forgot which pair it was, but I did get stopped out on that one. It was a break-even trade. So no losses in that one. And then I also took another trade. I forgot which pair it was either, but I can double check it, maybe include it in the next video. But with that trade, I'm still in the red for the month. That trade I did make some gains on. I'm still a little bit in the red. And then I just have this 5th trade of the month right here, where I'm currently in with the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. Switch over to 8 hours. Entered in right here on the swing up. Had my stop loss down here around 72.87.19. And now we're up here. We're kind of consolidating right above here. This resistance now turns support. I should change the color of this. Looking to see if we get any sort of resumption up or breakdown. My stop loss is at break even at this point. So worst case scenario, I just don't lose any money on this trade. So we'll have to see where it goes. But we'll just run through all the pairs real quick. S&P 500. Nothing too crazy here. US dollar, Mexican pesos. Now that we are above this support line, how strong of a support is this? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this support line we're at. I think right now with the trend of the Mexican pesos, I'd much rather wait for it isn't a downtrend, so I'd much rather play a resistance off or a rejection off the resistances. So I'll stay away from this for now. US dollar, Japanese yen, huge downtrend. US dollar is consolidating right down here. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up making moves lower, especially with more stimulus on the way. More shutdowns happen. We'll definitely get more stimulus, and that's definitely going to devalue the dollar more. So we'll probably see lower values on the dollar. Let's see, so the Japanese yen might be a good point to try to look for some shorts on this side if we get any confirmation, especially around this area, of a downward trend, a downward continuation. Take profits will be right down here. We'll look at the first area right down here, see what it does, see if it bounces off this or not. And then after that, it's really all the way down here. US dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, I don't know how to read this one. Yeah, not too sure about this one. We do just go off a base off of the other indicators. It is pretty down low on RSI. It's pretty extended away from the 50 moving average. So I guess I'll wait to see if it ends up clearing this support right here and turns that into resistance and resume downwards. That's a possible trade. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Same thing about this one. Might consider taking a trade on the sell side on this one. But I feel like it's probably gonna end up consolidating around here a little bit longer. So we'll wait on that. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. I'm pretty comfortable taking a long on this one. Probably gonna enter an order tonight. But let's see here. Entry order would be right around here. Right above this candle high. Stop loss I'll probably put down here. Or I even want to play with a bigger stop loss. I can go all the way down here. 87 pips, 90 pips stop loss, or 58 pips stop loss. So I'll probably enter a trade. I still gotta see where I kind of want my stop loss at. From the looks of the way this is moving, it might very well come back down towards the 50 moving average. So it might be safer to have my stop loss down here. So if it does hit this stop loss, it most likely broke through the 50 moving average. And that'll probably be a trade I want to stay out of. But it has been an uptrend recently, past 5-6 months. For a long time now, it's been on this really big range, all the way down here, up here, all the way down here, back up, back down. This could very well be on its way all the way back up to these levels. So it might be a very good trade to get involved in. Or even up here. I take this trade. Not really seeing much. I'll be watch out for this resistance, or targeting this one, at least right here. Probably gonna take some profits here, see if it breaks through or not. But if I do get in a trade, it'll be right here. Stop loss probably all the way down here. Aiming for this as the profit target. And definitely we break above this level. And if we break through it real quick, either hold on to the trade or enter another long trade above that. But most likely I will enter into a trade on this candle. Enter a trade overnight here. Most likely stop loss down here. Yen dollar, Japanese yen. I'm in the trade for this one. Might move my stop loss right under this. So I feel like if it starts breaking down here again, it might just... I don't think that's a good sign. I think that's something I want to get out of. But that's like... End up taking... like around 10, 12 pip profit, so... Might not even bother with it. Might just give it the room by there. Definitely keeping it at break even at this point. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. Switch this over. Yeah, nothing too interesting here that I think I'd be willing to take a trade on. Sorta looks like a head and shoulder developing, sorta. But we'll see how it plays when it gets down to this neckline level, if this is a neckline. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, it's consolidating. British pound. Yeah, I'll probably ignore all the British pounds pairs for now. Yeah, probably just avoid them all for now. Euro, US dollar. Kind of just consolidating here once again, so really nothing to be done here. Euro, New Zealand dollar. I haven't fully charted out this graph yet, but possibly looking for a trade here, but not now. There might be something setting up in the future. Not right now. Euro, Japanese yen. It's consolidating right below this resistance line after a huge move up. Makes me feel like it will end up having another move higher. Especially if we get into more of a risk-off environment. I mean risk on, my bad, risk on. More so than we already have, at least they'll probably go higher. But not interested in taking a trade here unless we break above this resistance, of course. Euro, British pound. So yeah, nothing too crazy with the British pound pairs. Euro, Swiss franc. Nothing here, just in a range. I don't even know if I would take the trade in these ranges, but Canadian dollar, Euro, Canadian. Nothing too interesting here. Euro, Australian. I was definitely gonna enter and trade down here if we retest and resume back down, but now clearly we're back above this level. We have been in this sort of range for a while, so if this does confirm this support and resumes higher, probably enter and trade, looking to take profit somewhere right around here. It looks like then another stay away from a trade. But if a trade does develop, I'll probably enter big profit somewhere around this area. Don't know what it might look like, but anywhere between 170 pips to 130 pips potentially. So keep an eye over that in the next coming days. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Uh, I should have gotten to this trade, or I might have gotten to this trade. I don't remember. I'm not in this trade now. Probably should have gotten in the trade when it retested here. Definitely should have taken that on the resumption higher right there. Stop loss down here. Would have been up quite a bit, but trade I missed, so nothing to do about that. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. It's hanging out right above this resistance. A pretty strong resistance too. But I don't feel like I want to get in the trade unless we break out of this trend line that's been going on for a couple of years now. Every time it peaked into the trend line, it got rejected. So getting pretty close to there. We peak and we broke and we clear above it. Definitely trade to get into. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Just bouncing around. Australian dollar, US dollar. Kind of in this range, this channel, at a pretty decently strong resistance level. Oh, it should be support now. But my only concern with this trade is that it's in a channel since what is this, July, and then the price action has sort of been respecting the trend lines of this channel. So I think I'll be more interested in definitely going long on this pair, especially with the US dollar devaluing over time, or yeah, the value dollar going down. But I feel more comfortable entering into a trade once it resumes off. It retests lower towards here, this area with the trend line, it resumes. So maybe it might consolidate, hang out for a bit, look for an entry somewhere around here, but not right now. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Made a slight move up, kind of just consolidating right here as well. Don't see an entry here yet. That would be an interesting play. Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Once again, consolidating right below this resistance. Nothing to do. Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Really don't know what to make of this one. Really don't know what to make of this one. So, since I don't know, I stay away. Australian dollar, Canadian. Unless we break off above this and clear, firm up. Not interesting in a trade. So it's really just this trade I'm in. Looks like it's going to come down here, retest. Hopefully it resumes higher. Looks like we're having some trouble around this price range. Set an alert. Ultimately, I will take profit. Aim goal is somewhere around this resistance level right here. Or take some of the profits and we'll see how it reacts. But if we clear above this and we come out here, moving stop loss probably around this range right here. Or might keep my stop loss on break even. Depends on how much authority we end up blowing through this resistance or getting rejected off of it with. And then New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Probably going to look to get into a trade here. Still deciding my stop loss though, so might be down here just to be a little conservative. 90 pip stop loss. Feels like I pressed pretty safe. As it breaks below here and it keeps going down lower. Definitely wrong there with the trade. On the upside, we're looking at same amount, 1-to-1. Is that probably not worth it, no? 1-to-1 with the potential for a 300 pip move if we get past this resistance. I'm gonna tighten up my stop loss right here, right below this candle. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna do. One of those. Definitely gonna place an order trade. Still gotta decide where my stop loss is. Got like another half an hour or so. But that's something I'll be looking at, and then we'll see where we get with this trade. As of right now, if I do sell this trade right here, I am break even for the month of December. But we'll see. I'll hold on to it for now. Only got about another week and a half for trading before Christmas and New Year's. Probably gonna stay out of the markets during that time. So if this goes higher, make a little bit of money this month, not much, not like November. So, but better to end the year with a slightly positive month than a negative month. So, and then we'll watch out for this pair. See if we can get any good trades on this one. Other than that, that is pretty much it.